Alright, round two. Here we go. Won the die roll again. Yes, I would like to play first. And we got a keep. Pretty unexciting, but definitely very keepable. We got spells, we got lands. Let's play both of them. Right now, looking to play the Falconer on 3, the Krumar on 4, and the Krumar Bonkin at 5. We have our nice Outlast Buddy Boy, which is right now just a 2-3 for 3, which is cool. If it sticks around, we'll be able to make her a much more potent threat later on. Unyielding Krumar, just being a nice solid guy with a little bit of first strike action. Hey, we're in gameplay. Let's play a land. I do want to be conscious of time, since I'm a slow player, and just the fact that these cards are new, we're all reading them, but also don't want it to take forever for you guys to get to enjoy watching. Ooh, bummer I don't have a 1-drop. That's okay. I'm going to wait to get value on the Skull Hunter. It's not doing much on the board. I'm not going to be blocking this Mardu Hateblade. I don't think there's any instance or anything I care about with these two, but again, no one really knows the format, so I'm not going to F6 through my opponent's turn with open mana up until everyone kind of knows, and I know that there's actually nothing that's represented here. But here we have a little bit of a mirror match. Ooh, that's a card I want. Someone else tried to rock the warrior thing. I don't like you very much, opponent. Not really. I'm just jealous of your cards. I'm sure you're a fine individual. MBST. Doing me opponent damage there. It's no bueno. Hey! We got all of our colors. Nice. Sure, we'll play the Falconer. Why not? Still the game plan. Block the Chief if I want. Not gonna block the Hateblade. No need for those shenanigans. If my opponent attacks in with the Chief, I actually won't block with the Falconer because there is that +1/+0 combat trick and draw a card. No need to give my opponent such value. And yeah, my opponent's protecting right now, gaining a life. And so we have a Mardu opponent, it would seem. Oh, hello, Bloodsoak Champion. Isn't that guy worth something? Raid to return Bloodsoak Champion from your to the battlefield and only if you attack the creature your turn. Alright, important to note. Alright, if I attack in, my opponent can block with a Bloodsoak Champion and the Chief, double block, and then I'm a little SOL. This guy, yeah, it dies, I trigger raid, I get to do this, but then my opponent can just kind of bring it back. Graveyard to the battlefield, no less. So instead we'll keep it on defense. And because of that, let's see, I could play my Krumar. I can Outlast and play a Morph, which doesn't do a whole lot here. And I think I'd rather have the 5/3, to be honest. Yeah, we'll just play our Krumar for now. It's a decent card. Not great. My opponent has a wee bit more powerful spells on the other side of the table there. Opponent's still just going to tick away for 1. I'm very okay with that happening for a while. Alright, I can put my own Chief down to make this guy a 3/4, which is relevant a little bit. No, because First Strike should protect it well enough. I'm definitely going to attack with the Krumar here. It means that if I give it First Strike, I can't play the Chief, but I probably want to play the Skull Hunter anyway. If that's the case, we'll play the Blossoming Sands. Because again, I'm not really too interested in this guy being a morph dude. So for now, we'll attack in with a 3/3. See if my opponent has some types of combat. No combat tricks. Okay. So that worked out okay. Now I can have 5 mana, play the Krumar Bonkin, and put a lot of pressure on my opponent. I like that the Skull Hunter, though, can now trigger, and we kind of want to start doing that now. So I think I need to prioritize that. And if that's the case, we'll play the Skull Hunter and the Chief, because I think that'll be nice. Opponent discards a plains. Alright, not that nice, but whatever. My opponent was hanging on to that. Interesting. Or my opponents have a bunch of planes in hand. That could be the case as well. Okay, develop the board fairly nicely. Next turn we can play our Bondkin, we can outlast our Falconer. Our guys got a little bit beefier. This first strike's going to be really nice. This Hate Blade's going to have to... I'm going to have to trade the Hate Blade with something. Probably this guy, my worst, just the 2-2. Because otherwise this Bondkin's never going to be getting through. Opponent seems to be flooding a little bit. Only has 3 spells and a bunch of lands. Could have another spell in hand, Combat Trick or something, but we haven't seen it yet. Ooh, this is going to be really fantastic to protect my guys for an alpha later. Attack in with the Krumar, see what happens? I think that's all I'm doing. Play it conservative. I don't want to just do the rush of battle quite yet till it's much more lethal. Let's see if my opponent wants to do a block, force me to first strike. Nope. Just taking it for a little while. I'm okay with that. Ugh. Gotta pay attention to how the most efficient way to tap without having to over tap all the time. Ugh. As I do another inefficient tap. So I can probably should just choose what I'm doing, the casting cost, and then start tapping for it. That seemed to work well with the Convoke, make that easier, versus tapping and then playing. Alright, so my opponent does have something end of turn, and it's a burn away, taking out the Falconer. Alright, and that guy's exiled. Because burn away does 6 damage at instant speed, target creature, and when it dies, exile all cards from the controller's graveyard, which is really just it, but not a lot. Good to know that the thing that dies is also exiled, because it's when it dies, so it's been in the graveyard to get that trigger to happen. Opponent doesn't really have attacks, and pretty much is top decking. Didn't draw anything super relevant. So now if I want to attack, these guys just gain lifelink, not anything to get past the Hate Blade. I kind of like attacking with this guy and this guy. I have enough to give it first strike and to do a rush of battle, so if my opponent blocks with one of these dorks, the rush of battle, I'll gain some life. And yeah, I just don't think I need to do that. My opponent's just kind of sitting back. I have this first strike attack. Once that guy's gone, then I might want to put some more pressure on, but for now we're actually in good shape. Opponent's still just happy to take the damage. My opponent could have a Wrath, but my opponent is top decking and so didn't initially have it. So I'm not planning on that being the case. And my opponent doesn't have green, so the other Wrath that I passed in the format isn't here. Could be the double white Wrath. It's 2 white plus 3, but my opponent would have to have top decked it. So, it's not like my opponent was hanging on to these cards and waiting for this to happen. So if this Kumar gets in another time, then my opponent should be at low enough life where this rush of battle should do some pretty serious work. We'll outlast. I just told myself I want to click what I'm doing and then pay the casting cost, but, of course I wasn't paying attention to that. Opponent's still just drawing a bunch of lands. So we're winning all the games where our opponent has mana issues. That's not really surprising, though. So 2 worst creatures get by, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'm going to go for the rush of battle right now. We have the kill shot for backup, too. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can't do, kill shot and first strike and all that stuff, but I think we're just going to seal the deal here. Three, 4, 5, 6, yeah. Come on. Oh, it's a sorcery. Haha. Ho. Good to know. Alright, so that makes Rush of Battle way less good. Wow, okay. Well, these are new cards, so that's a thing. Note to self. I still think we're in an okay position. I'm really not happy with how that went. Alright, Sorcery Rush of Battle. I have 2 in my deck. I think the deck could still be good, but I'm really not excited for this card anymore. I guess that would be kind of insane if it was an instant, but I guess I was just used to something like the equivalent of it in the other set that we had. I'm not going to kill shot that. I don't care about that. Alright. And then the goblin tokens happen. We have a flyer now, so that's nice. We'll be able to get some more evasion on. 1, 2, 3. I think I still do the Rush of Battle because I want to kind of keep pressuring my opponent. It makes all these guys lethal. That means they have to be blocked by everyone. We'll wipe the board. Maybe not wipe. This guy will stay alive. No, he'll be wiped, yeah. And my opponent will kind of know why I was being so weird. And we'll keep the kill shot available. Sorcery Speed Rush of Battle. Read your cards, friends. There's not a lot my opponent can do here. None of my guys go away. But yeah, I could just throw away all the goblins as anticipated. I gain a huge amount of life. And I could play the Harrier for as a 2/2, but I don't think I really care about that. I'd rather just wait and play it as a 1/5 later. And keep Killshot up. I don't think there's a reason to keep Killshot up, though. Maybe I'll just protect this against our Wrath. Hang on to the Harrier, so I have at least something. But I'm feeling pretty confident. Certainly, there are bombs in the format I don't know about, and, you know, if the bomb is, to its definition, a bomb, something so powerful it just gets the game swung in a different direction, then, you know, that would be the only thing I'm really considering. But on average, the base cards that I'm going to be seeing. Alright, Butcher the Horde. That's a really good card. I do know about that one. The lifelink can start to get a little bit relevant. I'm still able to hang on, because I'll be able to like outlast my dude. I have tons of life, so I just wait till kill shot matters. We'll just play some defense for a little while. So if I attack with this guy, Butcher blocks, right? It's the only one that has to be blocked. But then one of these has to be blocked. I get at least 1 point of damage in, but then I lose my guy here. And this guy's doing nothing. It's going to be a 2/2, so I'll hang on to him. Yeah, I think we'll just go ahead and outlast. Start making our guy another lethal threat. Oh my gosh! Didn't I do it the right way that time? I don't know. I don't even know. Do I want to play one of my guys? I think I'll play the flyer. I can't. So I will just play... Come on. Oh, I have to play the swamp. I have to pay the swamp. I will play the Skull Hunter. My opponent has no cards in hand, so I'm not getting a lot of value out of it. It's just getting another dude out. So if this guy gets lifelink and hits, then I'm going to be in a little bit of a tough spot, but I think the kill shot will handle that okay. Kind of an interesting combo. Sacrifice the Blood-Soaked Champion to give the Butcher a thing, then Raid's been triggered, and you can just go ahead and bring the Blood-Soaked Champion back. It's pretty cool. I forgot the Blood-Soaked Champion can't block. Something to pay attention to. You cannot block Blood-Soaked Champion. You must attack. But he triggers his own raid, so push comes to shove, it's like a free attack if you have plenty of mana open. I think both these guys are in Constructed, right? You'll have to forgive me, I do nothing with Constructed. I pretty much just draft. Play the occasional sealed at the pre-release. Opponent gains a life, which is a bummer, because now some of my guys aren't going to be as quickly lethal. We still should be in a good spot. What are you giving it? Choosing Vigilance, I see. Okay. Makes sense. My opponent wants to be on defense. Opponent has no cards in hand, so that's kind of nice just to be able to... Oh, wait. Let's try this. Destroy target attacking creature. You're attacking. Now, do you make it? No, you don't make it easier on me. Trying to make it easier. And my opponent's like, no, I can't get past that. Which is, I think, probably true. What do we have coming? A couple of darks. Ooh, Murder's Cut. I forgot that's in my deck. That's cool. So opponent has removal, bunch of darks, looking to try to be aggressive and finish things out in the air, probably. Naturalize isn't doing anything. Long Shot Squad could do something, considering these guys, just because that bomb is such a big flyer. It's the only thing I'm considering the long shot squads. Is there anything not great in my deck? I actually like my low curve against my opponent's also aggressive build. This Hate Blade's a little bit annoying, but we'll probably just have to trade off our guys early for it, no matter what, because we're a ground beater for the most part. I don't want to be the Chiefs, so any of these other 5 guys can trade for it. Yes, we have a couple of flyers, possibly, but that's not really what we're trying to do. I like being in a race situation. Is Dune Blast going to cut it here? Yeah, I really don't want to bring a long shot squad. I really just don't think it's that insane for one flyer. And screwing up the mana, I don't think it's worth it. Even though it's a 3/3 for 4, which isn't bad. And getting the reach eventually online. But if the Butcher the Horde comes out, I'm really just going to be looking to find like a Murderous Cut. Or the kill shot that I have, so I want to remember those, and then hopefully these rushes of battles I will play appropriately. So, not sideboarding, which I always feel bad when I don't do it because I feel like there's always something to sideboard, but maybe I just don't know what I'm doing. Great hand to keep though. Opponent's playing first, so we're a little bit slow, but we can get the Ripper down if we just need to cut back my opponent's aggression, and then if not, we have and a really nice draw there. We have now a really good curve. 2, morph into 3, a 4, and then a 5 with Abzan Guide eventually. Opponent doesn't have a fast start, so there's no need to play the Ripper. I think I'll start with a Bondkin over Chief of the Edge. That seems good to me. The Chief gets a little bit more damage in sooner, but I don't really... I'm assuming my opponent's going to have something. Oh no, my opponent's stuck on 2 mana. Alright, so we're going to... probably be able to do some really nice things here. I could go ahead and play the Chief and the Ruthless Ripper. I don't know what the right decision is here. Definitely the right decision is attack for 2. For sure. So that's happening. But do I want to play a Morph, or do I want to play these 2 creatures? I like having the Ripper down and a 2/2. The Absent Guide I like having down as well. We'll get to Flipper sooner rather than later. Yeah, let's go with the Guide. My opponent's a little bit mana screwed. I might take out the Morph, but being the first one to like get him down is pretty cool, and this is a really good one to have. And what I'd love to have is another land next turn to play the Krumar, but we'll see. Mardu Ascendancy. Whenever a non-token creature you control attacks, put one on. Oh yeah, and then you sacrifice it to get +0/+3 until end of turn. Not great on an empty board, by any means. So that's a wonderful play we get to see from my opponent. For us, I should say. Since the Chief has the most power, I'm really tempted just to play it out, but I really like maximizing my mana, and I think I just want to get another Morph guy down. Yeah, that's what I want to do. While we're kind of stuck on lands, just keep maximizing where we're at. And if I had more warriors out, then I guess the Chief would be fine. Actually, no, I think I should be playing the Chief. I lied. It does put a little more pressure, and then it makes all the other warriors I do in the future better. So we'll start there. I still don't want to play the Ruthless Ripper. It's not doing anything on the board as I want a Death Touch right now. So I think it's going to have much better value as a Morph, and then being to turn it up and opponent lose 2 life and ambush something. So my opponent's just trying to stay alive, it would seem. So using the Act of Treason to attack in for 3 and gain a creature token. Which holds back this guy. Oh, but does it have to be attacking, or is that what my opponent... Onto the battlefield, tapped... Oh, it has to be attacking. Alright. Well, then that's fine and dandy here on this end of the table. Opponent's trying to get something. Still not necessarily a bad play if my opponents just continue to be mana screwed, at least eventually. You know, you're kind of like putting some damage through. You're getting a blocker eventually in the future. Hope you try to get back into the game. Here now I will play the Ruthless Ripper. Maybe not. I think I can only reveal it. I'm going to hang on to it. I can only reveal it with the Doom Blast because I'm planning on the Krumar, like, being a thing, you know? And that's my other black spell. And revealing Dune Blast is not particularly awesome. Doesn't really work that well. Any land gets me to flip up the Abzan guy next turn, which is nice. No land gets me a Krumar on the battlefield. My opponent really needs a land and a powerful spell to get back in the game right now. Which is a tall order. So yeah, it looks like my opponent really did want to try to have an aggressive deck, but we didn't see that either time. And just something to note. Oh, Molting Snakeskin. Interesting. Can't be regenerated at the moment. So if you attack in, I'll block, but I can't imagine that happening. Mardu Hateblade. Okay, if I attack in with everything, what happens? Regenerate this creature can't happen. My opponent probably doesn't have anything, but could. If I attack with everything after doing a rush of battle, does that just kill my opponent? This guy goes there. Then there's 4, 8, that's 12. Yeah, and just 2 of them are lethal, so it'd be really hard for my opponent to get there. Let's go ahead and try to seal this deal right now. Yeah, and that was going to do it. My opponent was just way too screwed. That's a bummer on the screw, though. But it gets us a little bit of a free win there with the mana screw. Sorry, MBST. But we'll head into round 3 and try to win another pack as we continue to learn the new Cons of Tarkir set.